So maybe an opportunity for you to share how you feel with your depression. And siguro a story behind, pwede mo bang ma-share?
Sure.
Like when we decided to go under medication,
Mm.
and why you didn't go under medication na matagal na pala yung weird na feeling na yan. Sige,
Mm,
sige
mm.
daw.
Sure. Yep, growing up, in hindsight na, in hindsight na, um, that was already depression when I was still um, young, very
Mm.
young,
Mm.
elementary.
Okay.
Um, my parent, my mom could attest na I would wake up in the middle of the night and cry,
Mhm.
stare at them while they are sleeping.
What did your therapist say about that scene? Ano yung ano niya? Was that depression daw? Was that symptoms?
Symptoms
Okay.
ng depression na.
Na gumising sa gabi and umiyak?
For no apparent reason.
And then no apparent reason talaga yung sa'yo? Or may reason ka na
No
baka
apparent reason.
iwanan ka ng mama mo kaya
No,
umiyak?
I just feel like
Waking up at night and then crying?
crying.
What the fuck? What a fucking brain. What a fucked up brain. Okay.
And then, we grew up in a religious household. Not too religious, but we Catholic. Catholic religious kind of family. And growing up in high school became worse, and I was angry all the time, but I also felt like it's just God's test to me.
How were you feeling during high school? Like, what's the how are you, ano yung mga nasa utak mo? Ano yung mga nafe-feel mo? Do you like to go to school?
No, I hated school.
Um,
I hated school all the time.
Okay.
Ever since.
What's the reason? Bullies, the teaching, the people?
It's uninspiring.
So, wala ka talagang energy. Okay, and
You have nothing to go to school for.
okay. But were you because of those thoughts, were you unable to go to school or did you still go to school?
I still went to school,
Okay.
but I was always tardy, always late coming in,
Always late and then
and then cutting classes, and I think it was like the normal adolescent way of growing up, but it's not really normal.
I mean, it's normal for high schools to cutting class, to be tardy, but you are not really feeling good at the same time. Kasi if ako,
And I didn't care na late ako lagi, na bagsak ako. I didn't care.
Okay.
I just wasn't. I was in autopilot all the time.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let me kasi I can share as an outsider sa receiving end naman sa tao na ikaw ay ang may depression, ako ang receiving end. Classmate ko si Jessa since high school. First year to fourth year magka-classmates kami. But we started getting close sa third year? Third year high school kami. Because of a common interest, we love Harry Potter books. But, during that time, na naging close ako sa kanya, I was getting to know her, ako ang para akong namamindfuck lagi. It's like always a mind game. Parang natutorture ako sa point na inas ko yung mom ko na, ma'am, baka may heart problem ako kasi I'm having problems breathing. Can we do a check-up? So, pina-check up ako, sabi ng doktor, wala namang anything na abnormal sa'yo. um, your mom can attest that when you sleep daw, sabi ng mama mo, normal naman ang breathing mo. Wala kaming nakita na anything wrong sa heart mo or anything na wrong sa'yo. I think you're just, kanang, stressed sa school. And then, she asked, I remember she asked, do you have friends? I have. Okay, do you have a girlfriend? I don't. Um, Parang ganun yung questioning ng doctor kasi naghahanap siya ng reason why I was feeling this way. And I was literally having a hard time to breathing. Like, hinahabol ko yung breathing ko. And I can look back at it, and the main reason talaga why I was really having a hard time breathing is before ang school namin is may hagdanan. Before I step on that hagdanan papunta sa room namin, biglang may parang papasok na thought na how would this girl, the girl that my friend Jessa at that time, that the girl I really love talking to, how would she tawag doon, like paano mo ako i-deal treat. So how would she treat me now? Kasi ganito yung treatment niya sa akin which I thought she was just really cruel. What a cruel piece of shit girl she is. That was my thought when I was in high school up to college. That's how I think about her. When I was in college na hindi na kami magkasama kasi sa other school na siya, I really have this idea that this girl is a really piece of shit. Like, she tortures people. Kasi one day she would treat you right. Maglalaro kayo, magbabasa kayo ng mga books, you'd go to whatever you'd go along, mag-uusap and all. And that was in high school. But suddenly, the next day is hindi kanya papansinin. I was thinking baka ganin talaga siguro ang girls, no? Like, siguro may dalaw or something. I have to create stories in my mind to make sense of things. And I was really struggling to understand her. And she's the only girl that I can't read. Like, why is this girl so walang routine walang routine na. I have a lot other girlfriends in school na friends ko talaga, wala namang ganun na mga faces na today papansinin ka niya, the next day hindi ka niya papansinin, the next day it's like you don't exist at all. And it affected me physically, and it bothered me until college na yun ang lagi kong naiisip. And it's a terrible experience din sa person that's with a depressed person. I don't feel that kind of feeling now, even when we came back together many years later. Hindi ko na nakita yun. Siguro nag-mature ka? Isa din yun?
Isa din.
You were able to deal with that shit na illness mo.
Na mood.
So, may mga ginawa kang steps. So, can you explain that during high school?
During high school, wala akong idea na I did that to you.
Okay. You weren't aware?
I wasn't aware.
You were not really a torturer?
No.
So, bakit mo ini-ignore the next day? Like, I don't exist at all. Like,
because I wasn't in the mood.
You can't even talk to me. So you have no energy talaga. That's that's really what's happening.
Yes.
It's not because of me. But you know what? Everything is about us, Mangyud. Everything is about me. In my own world, everything is about me. Not everything, of course. But in my worldview ba, I would interpret things, it's all about me. May nagawa ako kahapon kaya hindi ako pinansin ngayon.
Okay.
You get my point. I can't really think outside of myself. So, I can't think na baka may lang yan si Jessa, walang energy. Hindi pwede yun sa utak ng bata na hindi pa masyado
aware.
Oh, so,
yeah. That's true.
So, yun yung idea ko that it's always about me. Did I do something yesterday that affected her mood today? Should I continue this? I'm hurting inside. So, hindi ko naman pwedeng pagalitan yung tao. Wala naman talaga siyang ginawa. Hindi lang siya, like, it's really weird. You were playing yesterday with wands kasi mga Harry Potter nerds kami. The next day wala. Like, Jess, no response.
Mm.
Like literally no response, and I have to like adjust and it's and there's another scenario. You talk to other people, not me. You single me out.
No.
There were many scenarios like that.
Oh, okay. But I also feel the same way with sila LL.
Hmm?
Hmm.
Na imo silang i-ignore.
Oh.
Wala
And-
ko kakuan ano.
And there were times na uuwi sila, my other friends na girls,
Hmm.
uuwi sila without me because they were ignoring me and I was ignoring them.
Are they doing that because they understand you or they hated you for ignoring them?
They hated me, most probably, for
Okay.
ignoring them.
So lagi kay high school,
Mm.
they don't understand what's
Mm.
happening. So a lot of misunderstanding way back.
Mm.
And how can you explain that? Hindi mo ako pinansin pero pinansin mo yung mga other kids, mga classmates natin. You
I don't know.
trip mo talaga no na manakit ng tao no.
No, I wasn't aware.
No.
And then,
Or do you hurt the people na parang do you like parang i-reflection na why is this guy so
projection or something.
No, not projection, but why is this guy so close to me? I don't want him to be involved with my life, so I'm gonna push him away. Na may mga ganun ba? Wala?
No.
Nagig ko yung memory gid na you play like classmate natin si Victor na ang weird na what the fuck you don't talk to these people, man. You don't play with them. Why are you there? And I'm here. You talk to me. We talk, di ba? And that was me.
Maybe mood.
You're just fucked up. You're just a fucked up person.
And then, I was also religious in
Mm.
high school.
Mm.
Do you remember, nag-join tayo ng not couples, Youth for Christ.
Meron ako memory na I joined Youth for Christ.
You did.
No memory.
A friend, he even told you na, if you won't cry, kung hindi ka talaga iiyak, wala talaga.
Hindi ka iyak, you're in a different level of hell.
Mm.
You're a different person.
Because we were all crying and praying and
You were?
worshiping.
You were?
I wasn't crying, but I was worshiping and
You were feeling it.
I was feeling it.
I was really out of place. the reason why I was feeling out of place is I was really a terrible kid. Like I bully my sister, I bully my parents, I bully my cousins. I'm a shitty person, but everyone loves me. My tita loves me, spoils me. My lolo is even proud of me. My mom and dad is even proud of me, and they are really like spoiled ako na bata. But I'm shit. I know I'm a shitty person at the same time kasi bully ako eh. So I can't relate with the people na umiiyak. They crying because separated yung mama niya. He's crying because namatay yung papa niya. He's crying because
I didn't cry. I was just elated.
but a lot of the children there have family problems. I don't like what the fuck is happening here? Why is everyone so sad? I have a fucking happy life. I'm a happy child. And everyone's so miserable and I can't cry. And mas na-reflect ko pa sa sarili ko nga na why am I so fucking lucky while everyone I know here are the kindest person I know in school? Why am I so lucky? Bakit paano namatay yung papa niya? Ang yaman niya pero wala pala sila adopted pala siya and he's lonely.
I
and
also thought the same way about you.
Huh?
Why is John so fucking lucky? We went to 9 mornings together in December. And there's this superstitious belief.
It's
na
not a superstitious belief. It's like
religious
a thing.
belief of
It's
a
a thing.
na
If
if
you
you complete it, make any wish and it will come true. God will give it to you. And I made a wish. He made a wish. And his wish came true. And mine didn't. So, and my wish was not even material.
Mm.
It wasn't even material.
So, nilulook down mo pa yung wish ko kasi material.
Because
That's the,
yours was PS
no, a Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy something, and my wish was to go to college in Cebu.
That's not being lucky, Yora. That's just being practical. God knows what's the practical gift. And the practical gift is the one that's affordable. Yours is to, college in Cebu? That's
It's too expensive. You're poor.
Yun. Yeah. That's the
So-
technique. You need to lower it down. God will give you a bigger gift. Too bad. You didn't learn the technique. So, back sa depression na
Yeah.
sa high school, no? So, nagmanifest yung depression niya sa high school na maraming misunderstanding. The friends don't even understand her. I don't understand her. Naglinger siya na idea na baka fucked up lang talaga tong babae na to.
Hindi na tayo nagkita sa college at all. Except the last few years in college, right? Sa Sakura. So, 4 years into college, and we...
So, ano yung life mo during college? Were you still miserable or were you at least
twice as miserable. I wanted to die.
Okay. What an emo.
I wanted for the bus to crash, and
Oh, may ano kayo, may nurse na bus no, school niya.
and I wanted
Like the bus to crash with all your nursing, grabe kan ang
and
what the fuck?
I wanted someone to stab me while walking in the middle of the night from duty, nursing duty.
So you invite so
I walk in the dark.
So you're not afraid to walk in the dark.
No.
You want to be stabbed.
To die. And I also planned I also contemplated suicide, like not just thought but plan. Suicide plan.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I mean, I'm laughing because I could channel that same energy to not harm myself, but to harm others that deserves to be harmed.
When you have depression, yourself deserve to be harmed.
That's the thing that I don't understand. Kaya nga tumatawa ako kasi you have the energy to harm yourself. I don't have the energy to harm myself. But I could have used that same energy, He was so brave to go out at night kasi ready na siyang ma-stab. I could use that same energy to go at night and stab persons na deserving to be stabbed. That's just my take of, because I don't understand. I'm not saying I'd go out at night and stab people in the dark. But I could have used that same energy but you don't have the energy pala. Okay.
So, twice as miserable and twice as depressed when I was in college. And college, kabayan ni Juan. You were right. Twice as depressed when I was in college, and during college I became an atheist.
The more depressed you are,
You have evidence now that your God exists.
kasi it's just depression.
Yeah.
Okay.
Diba? So
Wait. I need to mention this. During high school, she says she's already depressed, and she's tama na late siya lagi, tardy siya, and nagka-cutting classes and absent. Not really ako ang palaging absent kasi hindi ako nagka-cutting pero nag-absent ako. Kasi I view the mga people na nagka-cutting as slow life. Hindi ko sila nire-respect I would rather absent than doing cutting classes. Because that's the discreet thing to do. You are too obvious to do ang obvious nyo na naman para gumawa ng mga katarantaduan sa school ako na being discreet.
But cool kids are cutting classes.
Yeah, kaya nga hindi ako sali sa Cool Kids. Nag-absent na lang ako ng whole day para maglaro ng computer games. Okay.
You're
So,
not part of the cool kids.
yeah, I know. So, during high school, ako lang to na nag-observe sa kanya. I don't see her as depressed person. Maganda siya manamit. Ang vibrant niya. She's even one of the ano, mga parang crush ng campus at that time. No, ang dami dun. I can show her pictures sa high school. She gave me one. Pang mga binibigay mo na mga pictures niya. Yung mga studio na pictures.
With dedication.
So, so she's one of the like, one of the cool kids nga, sabi. She's very neat. So, hindi nagko-coincide yung sinasabi niya na wala siyang energy. I think that she has energy. That's what I am seeing. I don't see her as weak na hindi tumatakbo. She's even joining the tennis club. So she's very active. Kasama siya sa tawag doon, sa kasama ka pa nga sa yung mga electoral something sa high school.
Student government.
So student
body.
government, and our high school back then is also very active kasi member kami, science high school students except sa fourth year. But first year, second year, third year, it's really not comparable to the regular classes. We were intense yung training ng science high school, and I don't see her na be behind. I mean, for some subjects, I definitely can say na very poor yung math skills niya. Pero others, she's really good. English, science, and other subjects. So, kaya ako, hindi ko therefore conclude. Kasi, ang impression natin na may sakit yung tao is hindi talaga active. Ang impression natin na lagi kang absent, hindi ka na talaga nagpapakita, you have may something wrong sa'yo. But I don't see that in her kasi she's visible. She's parang extroverted pa nga ang dating niya kasi marami siyang friends. She's one of the cool kids nga dati. And that's just me trying to understand, and ang hirap pala talagang maintindihan kasi.
So that's why you never judge kabayani ni Juan.
A lot of things you don't have to judge. Guy na maskulado, gay pala. Diba? You can't just babae na very pretty, lesbian pala. Diba? Like walang bahid na yung typical na tomboy na boyish and all. She's fucking very pretty, man. But lesbian. She is not into guys. So, a lot of things na we can't really, of course, we can still use our senses, we can have a gaydar or lesbiandar or whatever, but it's not a guarantee. So, I was having a hard time. Hindi ko siya ma-judge, hindi ko ma-judge siya dati kasi wala hindi
It's not in any way connected, no?
Not connected, but hindi nagma-make sense.
Oh,
you have
yeah.
illness and you are functioning. I can see that you are functioning. You have a struggle in you, but you are. So, parang may term dun yung functional na depressed na person.
Yeah, the PDD. Because it's double way. That's the persistent.
So, okay, college, you were, sobra pa na depressed ka pa nun. And then, now that nagsama na tayo. Okay, nagsama na tayo, and there was this time na ilang days talaga siya na sobra yung tulog niya. So, very late siyang matulog, and then very late din siyang gumising.
And even when I sleep early, I wake up late.
Yeah, even when she sleeps very early, she wakes up very late. And then, the whole time, like, pagising niya, nasa bed lang. Hindi talaga, so hindi ko na maintindihan. We were trying to earn money kasi we have to work We have to, kailangan namin magtrabaho kasi may mga plano kami. Punta kami dun sa But I am working, she's not. And ilang days yon?
6 months.
Months pala. So, were we doing? I have no memory na. Ano.
You were the only one working.
And then,
I wasn't.
what was the ano? Was I nagalit pa ako or
Yep,
was it?
at the end of on the 6th month,
Okay, parang na ano na. But
you
during,
gave me an ultimatum.
what did I say? You,
Work or you will be banished.
yun may ultimatum. Married na tayo?
Oh.
What the fuck? Really? I didn't say that?
No, you said na di mo na kaya and you need my help. And
Okay.
so I have to work and not give up.
Okay.
That's what you said.
Sa 6 month,
On the 6th month.
wala ko gisulti between,
Wala.
ang saan man ka, nagligid-ligid ra ka sa katri.
Before those months, before from 1st to 5th to the 5th month, you carried me. Jesus.
Okay.
It was then
Okay.
that you carried me.
There were
Footprints in the sand.
there were just one footprint. Di an sa bitaw.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
You
we,
were the only one working and I wasn't.
did
But
what
on the 6th
no,
month,
did we
nagbigay na siya ng ultimatum
no
na
did we decide like did we like yun baka depression yan, we need to go to what
oh yeah,
were we talking
yeah,
and then nag-medicate na ka ana within or not yet?
not yet.
We talked but we didn't medicate. What?
Parang 2016, the first year that we got married, the depression worsened and I was not getting up from the bed for months. And then in 2017, that's the time we went to the shrink. We went to the psychiatrist. Way back August or September 2017, and that's the time I started the medications and the therapy, and after 9 months the medication worked.
So after 9 months, why are you so ano parang ang detalyado naman ng ano
I remember everything.
like exact 9 months talaga like hit na drugs.
Yeah, it felt that way. Like I was expecting na madada yung, because you can't help it when it's attacking, when the depressed mood is attacking or showing symptoms. You can't help but feel it. Be moody as well. But after the 9 months of struggle with the medication and therapy, just this one day na parang
I am
oh, it didn't come.
okay.
Oh, it didn't come.
Parang seizure na you know na it will come but so,
didn't. So I counted and it was exactly 9 months later.
And
of course, from when the medication worked up until now, there were relapses, but okay na ako.
I always make it a joke na only a buang person, only a crazy person will say that he's okay.
So,
Doc, I'm fine. I'm no longer crazy.
so that's how I remember everything, because I was already when you found me in the room.
How does it feel, like the whole depression thing? How can you explain that to a person who hindi dumaan ng depression? I mean, I've been broken hearted and I think that's depression. Like there's no, gusto ko nang mamatay kasi nag break up na, umiyak ako and
It's
all.
something physical depression aside sa mental siya.
Mm-mm.
Because I'm not good at explaining it. There's this one time na I was almost scratched in the eye by Casper, our cat. I was
Almost.
may sugat talaga sa eyelid because nakaiwas ako. Pero almost niyang na-scratch yung mata ko. But reflex, nakaiwas ako. And then after that, I felt so empty. Like, I wanted to... Hindi ko ma-explain. It's just...
Lahat ba ng mga may depression, hirap din sila ma-explain sa depressed nila na
I
feeling?
think so. Because it's like yung conversation natin before na I know hindi ka makarelate na nandidiri ako sa kadtong when you imagine yourself being with a man, having sex with a man. Tapos sabi niya kasi we were having this conversation na not because he's homophobic but di lang niya ma-imagine yung self niya na makipag-sex sa lalaki because he's straight and he made me understand na for him it's unimaginable, parang nakakadiri sa kanya because he's straight. But
at that time you are finding it a hard time. Why does John find it so disgusting?
Oh, parang ganun because
So,
I wasn't
hindi mo magets.
hindi ko ma-relate
Okay.
because I wasn't feeling disgusted because of course
You can imagine me having sex with a man. That's what you're saying.
I can
And
imagine myself.
How about me having a man having sex with a man?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
But I can't imagine it. I can't even like watch something like that kasi nga hindi ako, wala siyang anything na pleasure.
so John made me understand na may mga tao na di talaga nila ma-imagine ang self nila na may ka-sex na same sex because they're straight. Not because they're homophobic, but it's the context is they're straight na hindi nila talaga ma-imagine. But me being not so straight,
you're like a wet noodle.
I was not hindi ko siya maintindihan bakit siya nandidiri. So you get our point. So John made me understand na meron talagang mga tao na but I think if I'm good with words like you, madidescribe ko yung depression.
Okay.
But I'm not so good at expressing myself verbally.
Yeah. May sa pagsasama din namin ni Jessa, she's more into like talking to herself in her own head instead of talking to me. So may ganun din kaming struggle as a couple na I talk all the time, she talks to herself most of the time. And sometimes lang siyang verbally talks to me kasi most of the time she's already talking to herself.
And it's tiring. When you talk, if you were in my shoes and you talk to your...
Do you have like an OCD as well? Or no?
No.
Di ba may mga tao ganun din na busy talking to themselves? So yun. So kaya siguro hindi na polish yung verbal niya kasi mental niya yung
yung lagi kong
mental conversation lang ang meron siya.
Parang nag-gymnastics ako in my head. But
in reality you're nagsa-stumble down ka and fall all the time. Okay. And
I
that's
can't really just express verbally well like John.
so too bad na hindi mo siya ma-share how it feels.
When you invite me again sa channel mo
Mm,
and we talk about depression again,
okay.
I'll find
Maybe.
a way.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'll find a way.
Kasi I was able to empathize with people na merong anxiety. Kasi I was with a room full of people. No, not full, but two people. Yeah, that's considered almost full. Kasi apat lang kami sa room. So, two people having severe na anxiety. So they were talking to me. They described to me how it feels, and I was able to empathize. Like, fuck, that's a fucked up world to live in. Na merong anxiety. He was prescribed with medicines. He is not an atheist. He's even a very religious person. And I'm sad I can't talk to him how I want to talk to him. Kasi I need to tiptoe. Kasi nga, laging napapasok ang mga Jesus and God sa conversation. I don't want to offend people. Okay, ganun pala. I was just listening, So, I'd love to give my 2 cents, but I can't, sadly. But if I can, I would say na i-continue niya yung medication niya. Kasi in-stop niya eh. Kasi sabi niya, ang medication daw niya ang dahilan why he can't work and he needs to work kasi kailangan ng pera. It's a very bad na ang pangit ng situation niya kasi he needs medication to function, but yung medication niya he's sleepy all the time. So
Side
diba?
effect.
Ang side effect is you're sleepy, but you need to work. So that's so sad. I can't, that's a dilemma. I can't give any opinions out. I don't know how to solve it kasi he needs money to work.
It happened to me before nung bago pa ako sa start ng medication. Sleepy all the time and sluggish and
So you're saying na baka sa simula
lang. Maybe. I don't know. Anxiety.
Dapat nag-take siya ng sick leave like ilang months para maka-recover siya kasi yung anxiety niya is severe, like even the drop of water na currently nagdi-drip while we were sleeping in that hotel is pinapatay niya kasi hindi siya makatulog daw, but sabi niya he can only sleep at 3 p.m. kasi that's the time that in his household, or 3 a.m. kasi that's the time in his household that yung tita niya is gising na. So so matutulog na siya, safe na siya. So his thought process is he is not safe. He needs to sleep na merong gising. So he can't sleep during that time na sleepy siya, and he can only sleep during that time na meron ng gising kasi he knows I'm safe. My tita is awake. No one can harm me anymore. I can sleep. But during that time, sabi pa nga niya, ang alarms niya is nakasunod-sunod every like 5 minutes or so. Kailangan ganun kasi he needs to remind himself na he's safe. So, imagine being exhausted and can't sleep, and meron kang sistema na ginawa sa sarili mo na kailangan kang gumising, and then i-check mo yung gising, buhay pa ako, thank you Lord, and I'm gonna sleep again, and then mag-aalarm na naman, check. So
it's kind of like the opposite sa depression.
It's the complete opposite. He wants to live and someone is trying to kill him. And then it's a terrible thing kasi hindi din siya yun. Hindi
It's like
no.
It's the opposite kasi sa depressed. I want to go to sleep and not wake up.
Sa kanya, hindi din sa kanya. He doesn't care about his life. That's how he was able to counter it. Like he tried to fight back. And then I no longer care for my life, so I'm not gonna check the windows anymore, and I'm just gonna sleep. It's not like that. I mean, he has no care for his life. He cares for his loved ones. So if you are with an anxiety na person, sabi pa nga niya is be happy na kasabay mong matulog ang anxiety na person kasi wala siyang pakialam sa life niya. He only cares about the people he's with. So sabi niya, I'd jump in front of a grenade for you. Ang kanta ni Bruno Mars. Sabi pa nga niya kasi that's how he values friends and family. And yun yung irrationality na hindi niya matanggal, na kailangan talaga ng medication and assistance kasi biglang nangyari sa kanya. And I parang naawa ako na hindi ko ma-imagine yung sarili ko na I'd be in that state. And I was also scared baka bigla akong maging ganyan kasi I'm not safe eh. Bago sa kanya na trigger yun eh. So before the anxiety na attack sa kanya, he was normal. He was working, he was going out, he has friends, he's healthy looking, but now very tired yung eyes niya. He can't sleep properly. He's really thankful na makatulog daw siya ng 3 oras, and anything beyond that is a luxury na daw. Like 5 hours is heaven. I can sleep to 12 hours, man. But sa kanya, luxury na ang 5. So, it's a condition, same as mental illness ni Jessa na depression. Iba lang yung sa kanya, he's just too paranoid. Baka may pumatay sa kanya. Yun yung utak lagi ng may anxiety. Ang taong may depression is same ang sakit na mental din, pero ang mental niya is it's making him or her weak to not function, to not wake up, and the brain will do anything for that person to not wake up and to not move by talking to you, like having an internal na voice to always convince you na you're not worthy, you are a piece of shit, the world is crap, don't wake up, just lie down in bed, you have no energy. And that's
and also my depression has psychotic features, so I didn't like it because I couldn't distinguish the reality from dreams.
The yung mga fiction enters into reality, hindi mo na like voices. Ayan,
That's the severe
yung
one.
anxiety nga pala, yung friend ko na may anxiety, may voices din siya. And like it's really loud daw. And sometimes pa nga daw he did this thing eh. He recorded himself 24/7 just to convince himself na walang nangyayari actually. Kasi sa isip daw niya, he was having an argument with his family member. Like, away daw na verbal, like sagutan. So, gusto niyang ma-prove to na walang away na nangyayari. He recorded himself and proven himself na wala pala talagang voices. It's just him imagining those voices in his head na may nag-aaway. And that's I can't really, fuck. And you have that, hindi lang severe yung sa iyo, di ba? Hindi ganoon ka severe. Voices lang na would shout out to your shout. And it's
and the voices are better. Not better, but preferable than when I couldn't distinguish the fiction from reality. I think I'd prefer the voices. Kasi I can ask you if
you can confirm.
I can ask John if may naririnig din ba siya.
So ikaw
So I can confirm. But when I couldn't tell, it's distressing when I couldn't tell
what example?
if I'm still in a dream or not anymore. So I couldn't
Did you already like ask your about it na sa dream siya umaattack? And what did she say, your doctor?
Um,
Increase medication? Ganun. Okay.
and also the doctor said na um it's it's still okay kasi I get those dreams na may trigger pa. So,
Okay.
may stressor pa.
Ang bad is
Ang
walang
bad
stress.
is walang stressor tapos
You're dreaming bad dream.
I dream.
So, the way she explained her dreams to me is it's like inception. Yun yung parang feeling niya na aware ka na dream. Aware ka na dream to na setting na to. But then something terrible happens. He would get shot, he would get in the dream, and then let's say napatay siya, and then he would wake up again. She would wake up again into a different setting now and in a different story na naman. So she's trapped in a dream loop. And
dream loop.
And
it's very realistic.
Hmm.
It's not like Inception na
Bebend.
para kang magbe-bend and all that. It's very realistic. It's like
What if it's the real thing?
it's like
what
ordinary.
What if you really transferred to a different dimension and it's a real thing and you're just here now? What if this isn't real, Yora? And you're just in a dream?
It's just
How
like
can you
an
be so-
ordinary
How can you be
day.
so sure that you're not dreaming? Look at the setting, it's so dreamy. The light is dreamy, it's different. Nag-doubt na ka na.
No. So it's more distressing to experience that than the voices.
Kasi you are helpless.
Oo.
You're helpless.
No one can
Wake you up.
wake me up.
You can't call me while in a dream na, hey, please wake me up.
I couldn't. So
You're really helpless.
I'd prefer the voices.
I'd
than
prefer not having anything, Yora.
between lang. So preferably wala, but between the two.
Okay.
So kabayani ni Juan.
Kabayani.
Kabayani ni Juan.
Uh,
Don't look down at people na may mental illness
okay.
and compare them to being an atheist kasi ang daming may mentally ill persons, madami sila na mga believers.
Yeah, same thing that I just said, yung may anxiety, but he is a
very devout.
But very devout Christian.
So because what you're doing, you're judging people. And that's not a very Christian thing. Kung ifa-follow mo lang yung teachings ni Jesus.
May defense sila sa mga ganyan. Pag when you say, it's so common na kasi, when you say na don't be judgmental, sasabihin nila, I'm just speaking the truth. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm just educating you. I'm just telling you what it is. It's the truth. Na depressed talaga kayo. So,
but how do you back that up?
Yeah. So, ganito kasi ang conversation kabayani ni Juan. Ang conversation is, you don't end it. You don't end it because you want to end it. You are ending it by saying na you're just depressed. There should be a follow-up. Me doing a follow-up. So, I would say na, can you give evidence? Can you provide that yung sabi mo na may research na atheists are depressed or because of depression nagiging atheistic ang tao? Give me that paper, we would read it. We would even create a video out of it to review it. So, yun. And what's the relevance ng depression sa question kung may Diyos ba talaga o wala?
Yeah.
Kasi a lot of people are depressed, a lot of people are not depressed, but there are still a lot of people na atheists, and there's still a lot of people that believe. So, walang correlation. I am not depressed. I look like I
No
am.
causation as well.
I look like I am. Like I look like I am. And but I am not. I'm just tired at work, and I love my work kasi it's like a game for me. I need to solve problems. I need to debug things. I hate it sometimes. I even cry, like silently crying because I can't solve problems. But I am enjoying it. So, um, yeah, hindi ako ganito ang mukha ko kasi atheista ako. Ang daming pogi na atheist. Fuck, si Rationality Rules, have you seen that guy? Have you seen that fucking guy? I mean, I could become gay right now because of him. He's so handsome. Have you seen Cosmic Skeptic? Sino pa? Have you seen Richard, no, not, si Seth Andrews. He's a known atheist. Have you seen him? Guy's like, no, like a wine. The more he ages, the more handsome he is. Does he look like he's depressed? I bet he's depressed. I don't know. Hindi naman talaga sa mukha, pero he doesn't look depressed. What does it mean when you look depressed, man? Like we said, there are a lot of people that look really happy, but are depressed and are just trying to survive. They're just wearing a face mask, wearing a mask because they don't want to show their depression. They don't want it to be infecting others. So they pretend. Sa Jessa nga na-mention niya na nagpa-practice siya paano mag-react ang tao kasi she doesn't have any idea how to react, how to show happy face, how to show a shocked face, kasi she's just learning how to react because she can't really fucking feel, and
That's why I'm
that's so
very
metal.
That's why I'm very good at imitating.
You're just no,
Like,
you're not. I
no.
can spot imitation.
No, kanang when I want to kanang yung gusto kong sundugon sa
Sundin.
nagtagal.
Sundin, kopyahin.
Kopyahin yung the way siya parang yung si Tio
Mm?
yung sa Better Call Saul sabi mo kuhang-kuha ko yung mga ganong mga kasi I try to imitate all the time.
Because you can't make one for yourself.
That's
You
why I'm
can't-
very good at imitating.
You can't come up with yourself. Like si Koan, like si Dexter. So may pagka-psychopathic din pala ang mga depressed person. Si Dexter, di ba, is just imitating like, ganito pala yung smile, kaya awkward yung smile niya. Ganito pala yung happy.
Dexter.
Not the laboratory, Dexter the murderer.
Okay.
Okay.
The first character was the laboratory Dexter. Came into my head. So yeah, don't be so judgy.
I'm just telling the truth. I'm not being judgy. That's what you are.
So how do you back that up?
I just know.
What?
I just know that you are. I mean, there's evidence. Look at the research.
Where's the research?
I just feel that you are. You're depressed and I have proof you are depressed and you are atheist. Therefore, I'm true.
Is it repeatable? Can you say na thousands, millions of people are depressed, are atheists because they're depressed? Because of depression?
Yeah, and at that point, wala na sa conversation si Kabayani kasi he doesn't want to talk. He doesn't want to engage. He just wants to piss people off, and he just wants to cause a fuzz. He doesn't really want to engage in debates or engage in discussions. And my advice to people who are arguing with him, just respond in a nice way, and if hindi wala ka talagang mahuhugot na matinong response, don't go down to his level kasi he will bring you down. That's the strategy. I have been there, I will bring you down to my level na bardagulan na lang and bobo, tanga, inutil na lang yung conversation natin. But try to be kinder na lang. Kasi hindi naman talaga siya ang gusto mong kausapin. It's the people who represent him na are willing to listen. So there are a lot of theists that are like him but are willing to listen. So as much as possible, try to be kind. Try to respond to him in a way na alam mong may taong nakikinig. So don't ever go down to his level kasi hihilain ka talaga niya sa arena na
mga gladiators.
na mananalo talaga siya. Kasi
Just
bobo ka,
kidding.
tanga ka, bobo tanga na lang kasi yung yung usapan. So yun. That's how I deal with commenters as well. So that's why I'm responding like this kasi I know people, just one person na nakikinig na nagme-make sense na we find our comments making more sense than people like Kabayani ni Juan.